One thing that's been well documented is the effect of the moon on human consciousness. When we have a full moon, people on the earth tend to be a lot more aggressive. In the police stations, they've actually had to ramp up or staff up on the nights of full moons to be able to handle the extra workload that's going to happen. Why is this? Why is a full moon causing or having this effect on human consciousness? That when you actually add a magnetism or electromagnetic fields to a human brain, you can have people thinking in different ways. You can even have people hallucinating. This could be one of the reasons why during a full moon, we see this instance of human psychology dramatically changing all over the planet. The word lunatic may be derived from the word lunar.
In the Sumerian text, there are stories very, very similar of where advanced intelligences were able to move between dimensional realities, and they would do it using a small device that they were able to take and tune in a very precise way to.
They're beginning to discover that there are many other dimensions, and that these dimensions are only separated from ours by an electromagnetic membrane. In fact, he equates it to a radio frequency. We, as creatures, right now are tuned into this radio frequency. If we could reach in and just turn the dial a little bit, you're going to tune into the next one. And how horrifying might that be, or how beautiful might that be? We don't know really what's existing on those dimensions.
What we do know.
In the 1950s and 60s, the CIA began work to find means for influencing human cognition, emotion, and behavior. This research has included the use of wireless directed electromagnetic energy under the heading of information warfare and non-lethal weapons. New technological capabilities have been developed in black budget projects over the last few decades, including the ability to influence human emotion, disrupt thought, and present excruciating pain through the manipulation of magnetic fields. The U.S. military and intelligence agencies have at their disposal frightful new weapons that have likely already been covertly.
Biological.
And when you say do all the work, what do you mean by that?
In other words, they were mining our planet for resources before human beings were involved.
Right.
Or the existing hominid prior to Homo sapien was involved.
For the purpose of living there, or just
they were extracting and shipping these, all of these resources back to their home planets.
Right.
You know, gold, silver, or different types of ores, so like natural gases.
So like the Earth was a stop just to go ahead and mine and take resources from it.
Exactly. Just like we're doing now. We're trying to.
Which it seems like this is a modern, like, because it does make sense, because all we do is take resources out of the planet.
That's right.
And there are alternative ways to live, but for some reason, we're programmed to take resources out of the planet for energy, to kill, to eat. And all these things are unnecessary, but it seems like we're intentionally programmed for that to be our normal.
Right.
But actually it's slavery.
It's a form of slavery. It's been programmed into our DNA. So they decided a long time ago.
Ugly word, I know the real, brother, this ugly shit was made up by the Matrix. Because your soul is all that matters. This glob of meat shit don't matter when you die. It don't.
A seed event sets into motion a pattern of energy. And that pattern will repeat on a rhythmic basis again and again and again until something changes the pattern. There's a place between where one cycle ends and the next cycle begins. That place is called the choice point. In a choice point, we have the opportunity to change the pattern before the next cycle begins. Our ancestors have always told us there are two times during a day on Earth when our prayers can be the most potent. It is in the morning when the light shows in the sky, yet the sun has not appeared. So it's not really nighttime, yet it's not daytime. It's called the crack between the worlds. And the crack between the worlds happens again at dusk. That is the time when it is the most potent to offer our prayers according to our indigenous and ancient traditions.
We need to stop feeding our kids this food right here. All of these mainstream corporation foods are designed and engineered to promote disease in our people. All right, so we need to stop purchasing this poison. The pharmaceutical business makes billions and trillion dollars on us every year. This food is designed to keep us in a low vibration, all right? When we continue to eat these unhealthy foods, we never get to decalcify our pineal gland. When you eat unhealthy foods, it's totally calcified. The pineal gland is your third eye. That's your seat to the soul, all right, my people? That boosts your intuition and just your psychic abilities. This is what our kids need to be eating, my people, fruits and vegetables, because all this other artificial food is just lowering the immune system, and by the time they're older, they're gonna definitely get diseases. So make them healthy so in the future they can thank you for that. Yeah, the kids like the unhealthy food, but if you're honest with them and you teach them what's in it and what it does to them, I'm sure it will change their mind.
If you want to know who's running the show on the physical plane, you have to go to demon-infested Rome and the families that have controlled Rome. And their other corporations, i.e. Paris, London and Bonn in Germany, DC, Wall Street and the Zionists. So they are all controlled by Italian families, rest assured, and Germanic families, because of the Holy Roman Empire, which was once Roman and German. And the German families would be the Rothschilds, the Bauers, the Windsors, the black nobility, basically. Black because their deeds are black. They are witches, covens of witches, den of thieves. They are Pharisees, they are offspring of vipers. They have no source connection. All they want to do is rule at all costs, no matter how, even if they suffer. For instance, chemtrails, which are toxic, and all of these.
So in my last video, I talked about this documentary right here. A lot of you guys said you had trouble finding it, of course, because even if you type in the title, YouTube is not going to pull it up. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get there. The documentary is on YouTube, so all you have to do is go to this YouTube channel right here, Spirit Science. Once you're on their channel, go to their videos, scroll until you see this right here, Conspiracy Theory of Everything Full Movie. Once you're there, get your popcorn and prepare to be blown away.
Sky is deep black.
And we cannot see stars.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
You see the gas.
The sunlight washes out all the starlight, so you can't see any stars.
Pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
We were never able to see stars.
It's the darkest black you can imagine.
Never a straight answer.